Ward versus Brand. Good fight. A little tough for Andre because of the foot movement, all of the gyrations, moving in and out. Guy could actually move around on his toes. So he wasn't like some type of sucker in the ring to where Ward was just going to go in and just walk this guy down and completely just take him apart. So, like he said in the post-fight interview with Max, that this guy was a veteran. So, he didn't want to be knocked out, didn't really want to be knocked down. So, he was doing what he had to do to survive in the fight. But Ward looked pretty sharp, looked better than he did in his last fight. His movement was better. He didn't get tired as fast. The jab was working for him. He was going to the body. His pot shotting. He was his movement was pretty good laterally. He didn't like being tied up. He was being tied up a lot. He had something for that. He was going to the body. He was being bull rushed. He had something for that. His defense was on. It was spot on. He wasn't taking any punishment. He was picking his shots really well, moving off the jab, throwing the straight right, throwing the left hook, throwing uppercuts. I mean, he was hitting this guy with a lot of tough shots, and Brand was still standing in front of him. He couldn't put him away. So, I mean, that's the thing that you guys got to understand is that whenever a guy moves up in weight like that, his power has to be able to translate into the division, with the weight, the muscle has to come along with it. So, you got to understand that even with that, the guys that you're going to be facing are going to be big as well. They're going to be guys that's going to be heavy, heavy boned, heavy hands. They're going to be, pretty tough for a guy even like Ward to just move him out of the way. So he wasn't going to be punked up out of the ring like that. So it was a difficult fight for him, for Ward, but he pulled it out. He made it look, pretty easy. I mean, to people with untrained eyes, guys that don't really watch boxing, don't really keep up with the sport, it looked like he just got in there and just kind of, moved around, threw a few punches here and there, throwing a 1-2, and that was pretty much it. But, I mean, you got to really look at, what it took for him to put those shots together against a guy that was doing all of what Brand was in there doing. It wasn't easy for him to go in there and look the way that he looked against a guy that refused to get knocked out, against a guy that refused to stand in front of him and move around. So that was a pretty good opponent to pick, knowing that even when he chooses to fight Sergey is just not going to be standing in front of him like that. Sergey is going to move around as well, and he can, bang, of course, the same way as Ward can. He can bang, he can move, he can get in and out. He can do all of those things too. So it was a good look for them to pick an opponent that was going to be frustrating for Ward, because it's going to be a frustrating fight for him when he fights Crusher. But I believe that he'll be able to put together a pretty solid offense and, concentrate on his defense, make sure he's not taking punishment in that fight, move out the jab. I think he's going to have to get a little bit more gritty, a little bit more grimy in the ring against somebody like Crusher, who is in there to put you away. So he's going to have to think about those things when he gets ready to start his camp and get ready for the November campaign. So I'm just looking forward to a good fight. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. For Ward, I thought it was a good look for him. It was tough, but it was a good look for him. He wasn't supposed to just go in and walk this guy down. A guy that's already been fighting the division, for a while. So I don't really think that it would have been a good look for him to just be in there walking this guy down and just destroying him and then moving on. A lot of haters out there are already ready to say, Ward is not ready for Crusher. Crusher's going to knock him out. Triple G will do the same thing. They ready to find any little thing, to pick this guy apart. HBO is ready. They made sure to bring in Crusher. I knew they was going to bring him in for the interview, while Ward is trying to get his shine and trying to get in and get out of the ring. So, but that's HBO. What more can you expect? Biased commentary, biased everything. I'm just ready for the fight, November 5th. So anyway, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the fight. Leave the comments at the bottom. Subscribe. Do whatever you want to do. Hate. Peace.